Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So in today's video I thought I will give you a little bit updates on how my succulent arrangements are doing. Probably I'll pick out some of the pictures from my Instagram or of the earlier arrangements and kind of give you an update of how the growth has been. So for that, the first one that I had made, I will check the date as well. So it was a thermocol container that was painted black, and I had put in some Sedum Golden Glow, Sedum Adolphi, one of the Graptovaria titubans and Graptosedum ghostii. So this is how the arrangement looks right now. It has grown absolutely beautiful. My Sedum Golden Glow is looking fantastic. They were very tiny, but the best thing what has done very well in this arrangement is the Sedum Adolphi. It has grown really tall. It has also put out two of the pups. I don't know if it's going to be visible. It has put out two of the pups. Now please don't get wrong with the Graptosedum ghostii. These two are the latest additions. This is the oldest one which was put in the container, so don't think that these were the new growth. It is not the two new growth. I have added two of them to just make it look a little bit compact. But overall this arrangement has come along really beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. All of them are doing quite well. The Graptosedum ghostii is doing quite well. Sedum Golden Glow has put on a lot of good growth, so it looks fantastic. A little bit of burn, brown spot over here. This was a little bit of burn, which is okay, and overall the plant is doing quite well. The Sedum Adolphi definitely is starting to trail outwards. I wouldn't call it as stretching, but yes, a little bit, because this is what the Sedum Adolphis tend to do. They start to trail out of the pot, but overall it looks absolutely beautiful. I think I might chop it off later on, not now, probably some other day, and make it even a little bit more compact. But as of now I'm just going to leave the arrangement as it is. Coming to the next arrangement was an arrangement of Graptovaria mapin, Graptovaria titubans, Graptovaria paraguanis and the Crassula Red Pagoda. I was just checking the date. It was in the month of October, and this is how they tend to look right now. A little bit of burn on the paraguanis. This is the paraguanis. My Red Pagoda is starting to stress. It's getting a good amount of coloration. You can see that red color. That's what it's known for. It was quite green earlier. And my Graptovaria mapin, Graptovaria titubans are completely packed. There was so much of space earlier, as I've said this earlier as well. Leave enough space. You could see in that image there was so much of space. So now as you can see, they have become a little bit compact, and they have taken over the place. I am kind of stressing them right now, but I will soon move them into individual pots. Right now I will just leave them on their own. But so far the arrangement is looking fantastic. I'm really happy with the stress colors showing up on the Crassula Red Pagoda, but the others will take some time. But overall everything looks fantastic. This arrangement you might have already seen in my last video. It was a mono colored arrangement wherein it was more on the blue side. This is how it looks right now. The Pachophytum variety, as I said, I'm not very sure about the name of this succulent. It has been doing quite well. This is the elegans Echeveria. This is Echeveria Seria. I don't know, I'll put up the name on the screen, but all of them are doing fantastic. I really love how the Pachophytum has been doing quite well. It's grown quite a bit. It's also putting out a bloom. I will actually, I'm going to do it right now. I will take out the bloom. So the bloom is out. I do not like to keep it on it, especially when the plant is doing quite well. So I've taken out the bloom, and I think overall the arrangement is growing very healthy and very beautiful. Of course the colors are missing a little bit, but that's absolutely okay. Then I had some of the pups that were growing in this container. At that point of time I didn't know exactly what variety it was because they were quite small, but this is how they tend to look right now. So now I can identify them much better. It is Graptopetalum Purple Delight. We have our Graptovaria titubans. This is Graptovaria mapin and Graptovaria titubans. This one could be Graptovaria Mendozai, Graptopetalum. I'm not very sure. Probably it's Graptopetalum Mendozai. small cuttings that I had put. This one I'm not very sure what it is, but overall they are doing quite well. These were from leaf propagation. As you might have seen, the leaves were attached to the mother plant, but they have been doing quite well. They are of a good size, I think. So they are, the Graptopetalum purple delight is around 3 centimeters in diameter, and the titubans is around 2.5 centimeters in diameter. So they both are almost of a decent size, but again I will just leave them in this, let them do their own, because the pot is also of a good size, so it's not going to be much of an issue. The another setup, I don't have the picture. I was trying to find the picture because these haworthia albicines were like really tiny at that point of time when I had put them in this pot. The Marpin and the Graptosedum ghostii were the later additions, and even the Graptovaria titubans was a later addition. But all of this bunch of albicines were in this pot for a really long time. I don't have a picture. I tried to find for a picture because I wish I could have shown it to you, because the albicines were very tiny in the initial stage, but now they are doing quite well. And you can see the pot size is also really small. This is a very tiny pot. It's around 2 inches, but again the soil is not completely up till the brim, so you can say around 2 inches of pot, and you can see they are doing excellent. I want to repot them, but right now I have a lot of things to be done, so I think as long as they are doing well in this container, I better not disturb them. I'm going to leave them as it is. They are performing really well. They are kept in indirect bright light because these are the ones that do not like direct sunlight. So I have kept the entire pot in indirect bright light. So you can see even with indirect bright light, my Graptosedum ghostii and my Graptovaria Marpin, both of them are doing very well. They're very compact and they also have a little bit of coloration. So if you have an issue like this, you can always keep your succulents in indirect but bright light and they are going to do quite well. In this, the albicines do not like direct sunlight, and these two guys, even the titubans, prefer morning direct sunlight, but still keeping them all together in indirect bright light has also worked out really well. They haven't stretched. They are looking fantastic. A little bit of colors missing on the Graptosedum ghostii, but it's absolutely okay as long as all of them are doing fantastic. As long as there is no stretch on them, it's absolutely fine. So you can definitely keep indirect bright light with bright light succulents together and they will perform well. It's just that just do not keep your haworthias or aguides along with them, and that should be fine. And then I have my leaf propagated titubans. The entire playlist was made for you guys, so they are also doing extremely well. I just watered them yesterday night at around 7 to 8 p.m. so the coco peat is slightly moist. These are still very tiny. They are not quite big yet, probably within 2 centimeters, so they're still very small, but it's okay. They will do quite well in this. Once they grow at least 3 centimeters in diameter, then probably I'll take them out and put them probably in an arrangement or in an individual pot. But overall they are also doing quite well. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that you found this video helpful. It will give you a fair idea of it definitely takes a very long time for the arrangement to settle in, for the succulents to grow. Some succulents might grow a little bit faster than the others. Some might take even longer time. So it all depends upon your environment, your climate, the type of succulent you have, dormancy, non-dormancy, the type of soil mix, your watering. Everything plays a very important role in the growth of succulent. It's not that everything is going to grow at the same time. Some will have a little bit faster growth, some will have a little bit slow growth, whereas some might not even grow because of the dormancy. So that's all about it, guys. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.